very much, Mrs. Clifford. We'll be in touch.
OK, Paul, will you show the police officer out?
So what are you going to do then?
Believe me, I hate this as much as you do.
But you wouldn't kill him if you got your hands on him, though, would you?
With the description that Nick has just given us, we stand a very good chance of finding the man responsible, and then it's up to the courts to deal with him.
Oh, but Nick's not the first he's messed about with, is he?
No, but the other boy was unable to give us a coherent description of the man who assaulted him.
I've got something, Sarge. Graham Lowe, released from Briars Hill just over a year ago, served 3 of a 5-year sentence for indecent exposure and sexual assault. Has previous for similar offences 10 years before that. I think he matches your description pretty well.
Right.
He does, yeah. Where's he living now?
Surrey House on the King Hill estate.
That's where the other assault took place.
Cheers.
Well, I think I'm right, but that Surrey House actually overlooks the playground.
Cheers.
Brilliant. Thanks, Donna. Jim?
An 11-year-old boy named of Denny Atkin has been reported missing. Now, Sergeant Boyden's dealing with it, but you thought he should know. He was last seen playing football on the King Hill estate.
Have you found him?
Mrs. Atkin?
You've not got bad news.
No, we've no news at all. Can we come in?
I've got a couple of recent photographs. I thought you might need them.
This is Denny.
Right. Cheers. Should we sit down?
Shall I make you a cup of tea, Mrs. Atkin?
I couldn't touch a thing.
I realise how anxious you must be, Mrs. Atkin. But Denny's not been gone long. And most kids that go missing turn up of their own accord.
Yeah, but there's been these attacks.
Attacks?
Well, there's some man, isn't there, going around touching up young boys. I heard there was one yesterday. Denny promised me he'd stay with his mates.
You don't think Denny could have just gone off with his mates and forgotten to tell you?
He likes to play football before school, but he always comes back for his bag. The school said they'd phone me if it turned up.
Well, perhaps he's done a bunk.
What, Denny?
Right, can we have a look in Denny's bedroom, please, Mrs. Atkin? See if he's taken anything.
Yeah, if you think it'll help.
Does he always keep it this tidy?
Yeah.
I have to ask you this, Mrs. Atkin. Have you and Denny had an argument recently?
Between me and Denny? Never. I'll be back in a minute.
Grandstand view.
They're not exactly sporting, now. Mr. Lowe?
Yes.
DS Morgan, DC Carver, Sun Hill. Could we come in, please?
I knew you'd be round. As soon as I heard about that boy last week. Well, it isn't me.
Not this time, eh?
I'm in no hurry to go back on the seg. I paid a high price for what happened before.
So tell me.
My wife started divorce proceedings the minute you lot arrested me. I never saw my 2 daughters again for nearly 4 years.
Mr. Lowe, we're not here to talk about your past. We're here because 2 boys on the estate. A second boy was assaulted yesterday evening. His mother only called us this morning, though. She said he was too upset yesterday to talk to anybody outside the family.
No, I've got myself sorted out. I've only just got to see my 2 daughters again. I'm not going to risk that, am I?
Had a few heart-to-heart chats with your prison psychiatrist, did you, about your lonely childhood?
In prison? You're joking, aren't you?
Well, someone must have recommended parole.
I behaved. And since I came out, I've been going to counselling sessions with Moses Hobbs. He runs a support group at the men's centre for men estranged from their children. Ask him. He's helped me a lot.
Where were you yesterday evening, Mr. Lowe?
I was here.
Do you remember where you were last Monday afternoon?
I was at the men's centre about 2 o'clock.
For how long?
Half an hour. I was seeing Moses.
And then?
Back here. Yes, alone.
What about this morning? About the time the kids were going to school?
This morning?
Yeah.
I go out about 9 for my paper.
Where's that?
The shop on the corner. What do you want to know about this morning for?
A young boy's been reported missing.
Now, that's serious stuff. I mean, look, I'm standing here...
Do you mean what happened to those other 2 boys wasn't serious? Do you want me to go and have a chat with Moses Hobbs to see if Lo was with him last Monday, Sarge?
I quite like a look at this men's centre.
OK, I'll go and see the newsagent and then take a walk through the estate.
You all right? Does Denny's dad know he's gone missing?
Him?
Aren't you together anymore, then?
We're divorced. I haven't seen him for months, I'm glad to say.
Doesn't he see Denny?
Pete couldn't care less about Denny. He brought him home one night so drunk I don't know how the 2 of them made it in one piece. I went straight back to the court and asked for an order for defiant contact.
What's that?
Pete wasn't allowed to see Denny anywhere else but at his sister's house. Only she got fed up with him not turning up or turning up drunk. Then it would have had to have been at some WRVS centre. And I told him I wasn't having that for Denny's sake.
So, Denny doesn't see him at all anymore, then?
I don't even know where he is. His sister doesn't even know where he lives anymore.
Don't worry. We'll do our best to find Denny.
That's great, mate. I'm really pleased for you.
Moses Hobbs.
That's me.
I'm Detective Constable Carver, Sun Hill. Can I have a word?
I'll be with you in a moment. Well, thanks, Moses. It's no problem, Pete. Now, you just enjoy. Right?
Excuse me, you're Pete Atkin.
You mean, didn't I used to be Pete Atkin? Yeah.
Well, I saw you play some great games.
Thanks, mate. See ya. So what can I do for you? I don't somehow imagine you want to enroll the boys in blue in a course on personal growth.
No. But I believe that Graham Lowe is a member of the support group you run.
I can't tell you that, I'm afraid. What goes on in the group's confidential.
Mr. Lowe told us he was with you on Monday afternoon. Are you allowed to confirm that?
I'll have a look. Yes, he was here at 2 o'clock. We talked for about half an hour.
Are you aware of his previous convictions?
What we learn about people here is private. We learn a lot about ourselves, too.
Hi, boys. Got a free lesson, have we? I'm DS Morgan, Sun Hill. I'm investigating 2 sexual assaults that took place here. Do you know about them?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody hanging around? Perhaps watching the younger boys, for instance.
There's one bloke. Stares in the swings and watches us sometimes.
Could you describe him?
Not really.
Do any of you know Denny Atkin?
Yeah.
Yeah? Were you with him this morning?
Yeah.
Did you see him go off with anybody?
Went off with some bloke.
Did he appear to know the man?
Dunno.
Did he seem happy to be going off with him?
Too far away to see, innit?
You certainly was Denny Atkin, though.
I've no idea who the man could be. He's been abducted, hasn't he? God, what am I going to do?
It couldn't have been a family friend, could it? Or somebody off the estate?
No.
Or what about his father?
Hardly be him, would it?
Why's that?
Pete didn't even remember Denny's birthday. We haven't heard from him for months. He wouldn't run off without telling me. Certainly not with his father, I know he wouldn't.
What, has he been in any trouble at school?
No, he would have told me. Somebody's taken him. God.
The newsagent couldn't be certain that Lowe picked up his paper this morning.
So he's still in the frame for the missing boy, then?
Well, if Denny was seen going off with an adult, it's pretty unlikely that he's just skiving off school.
I still think he's done some kind of runner. I mean, did you see his bedroom? That's a kid who's bottling something up.
But who's the man, friend or foe?
What about the dad? Just because the mother doesn't want to know doesn't mean to say Denny doesn't. I mean, after all, Pete Atkin was a bit of a hero in his time.
What, Pete Atkin, the footballer?
He had photographs of him in the flat.
Well, I've just seen him down at the men's centre.
Men's centre?
Graham Lowe's been getting counselling there from some group that helps divorced men who don't see their kids anymore. What was he doing there?
He was with Moses Hobbs.
So it could have been the father with Denny.
I still don't think we can just assume that. Not with these other assaults on young boys. And Sue Atkin was pretty definite that her ex-husband had totally given up on seeing Denny. A lot of men do, you know.
A lot of men don't have much choice.
Moses Hobbs was congratulating him about something.
Look, Joe, I don't think Mrs. Atkin knows her son that well. She could be wrong about her ex-husband, too.
OK. Get back onto Moses Hobbs, will you, and find out Pete Atkin's address. You know, Matthew Boyden's wishful thinking's no guarantee of a happy ending on this one, Jim. If Graham Lowe's become active again, and if he's responsible for these other assaults, he could easily have stepped up his activities this morning.
CID.
So you still think we could turn up a body?
Well, I'd certainly like to have another chat with Graham Lowe.
Well, he's in the front office, Sarge.
Who is?
Graham Lowe, and he's asking to see you.
I know nothing about that missing boy. All right. I hold my hands up to the other two. But I've not abducted anyone or done away with them, and you're not putting it on me.
So you admit to sexually assaulting Stephen Carpenter and Nick Clifford?
Yes.
Why did you reoffend, Graham? I thought you were getting some help.
There was just no point anymore. All I thought about in prison was seeing my kids again. Winning them back.
What went wrong, then?
Moses worked really hard. Went round to see my ex-wife. Persuaded her to let me write to them. Eventually, I got to see them.
Well, you should be happy.
I was. Oh, ecstatic, but you don't know. But 3 years, it's a long time for a little kid. I don't know their friends or their teachers anymore. We have nothing to say to each other. After half an hour, they couldn't wait to go. Do you know what I found out the second time?
What?
That first visit. She had made them wear all fresh clothes. Then she'd made them strip off and wash them the minute they got home from seeing me. I went to see Moses last Monday. I told him I couldn't face seeing them again. I asked him to tell them. They'll be only too relieved.
And you went from the men's centre straight to the King Hill estate where you assaulted Stephen Carpenter?
I felt so hopeless. What is the point in trying to live normally anymore?
What if it was your kid who was assaulted?
Nobody's a villain in their own eyes, are they?
Well, Denny Atkin was seen leaving the King Hill estate this morning with a man answering your description.
About the time you'd normally be collecting your paper from the newsagent. Only the newsagent didn't see you this morning.
I didn't get a paper this morning. I was spat upon before I got out of the flats.
What happened then, Graham?
I walked away. I can't go back there now.
Did you see Denny Atkin playing football with 3 other lads?
I saw the boys. But I walked right on past. I never touched any of them.
I don't believe this.
But it's no good getting wild. I can't betray the confidentiality of someone who comes to me for help.
But it's Denny Atkin we're looking for, and Denny's not your client, is he?
Look, leave it with me. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, great. Great. So in the meantime, I've got to tell Denny's mum to hang loose. You're dealing with it. Look, come on. The woman is frantic.
Moses Hobbs, Sunhill's answer to John Lennon.
Well, he must know where the missing boy's father is, but he just won't tell us.
I don't suppose he would. He has his own views on the power of state authority.
But we think the boy may have been abducted, sir. We just want to eliminate the father from our inquiries.
If the boy's father is part of one of Moses's men's groups, then I imagine you'll find him with his dad. Remember all that trouble a few months ago?
No, sir. What was that?
One of the men he was counselling was denied contact with his son by the courts, so he decided to abduct the boy. Moses was accused of helping him. It was in all the papers.
Were we involved?
No, I didn't get to that. The boy was returned unharmed to his mother. Look, the local papers will tell you more about this.
Right, sir. Thanks. Oh, sir. Has Moses got any form?
A few right-on spent convictions, you know, anti-racist demos, that sort of thing. All happened when he was in his teens, eh?
Sir.
Jim.
Sir?
I've heard that he actually does quite a good job, you know.
Right, sir.
Sign there, please.
Have a word, Sarge.
Yes, Jim. Okay.
Yeah. Helen. So, he's put his hands up then?
Only to the assaults on Clifford and Carpenter. Damage limitation, if you ask me. Did you get Pete Ackland's address?
No. But listen to this. A few months back, Moses helped one of his clients abduct his own son. Now, the kid was returned and the mother, a Mrs. Lord, took no action.
You better go and have a word with this Mrs. Lord. Check the story out.
Right.
You're not going to accept Graham Lowe's story as it stands, are you, Sarge? That he knows nothing about Denny Atkin?
Rod, until the lad turns up, I'm going to explore every possibility, OK?
Good.
Joe, I hear you've got Graham Lowe nicely tucked up.
Yeah, for the assaults. But he may also be involved with the missing boy, Denny Atkin.
You're not convinced, though?
Well, some kids say they saw Denny going off with a man. I'd like to search his flat just to make sure. I mean, it may turn out that Denny's with his father. Jim's following that up now. But in the meantime, I don't want to sit on my hands in case he's not.
Look, you get the assaults tied up and see what Jim comes back with. Rod can come on a search of Lowe's flat with me, OK?
How is Nick, Mrs. Clifford?
Well, at least he wasn't physically hurt. Small comfort, I suppose.
I'd like to take a statement as soon as Nick thinks he's ready.
We've had a chat, see? It's not that we're not grateful, and I'm well pleased you got him that did it, but... Will you explain, love?
We don't want Nick in court. Or anything. I mean, it will be months, won't it? I mean, how can he forget about it when he's got that looming over him?
I understand. But since Graham Lowe's admitted the offence, Nick won't have to appear in court. All we need is a written statement.
No, we don't even want that.
It's better that he just forgets all about it.
Mrs. Clifford, it may seem that way to you now, but...
No, we know what is best for him.
Nothing, Gov.
OK. Come on. Start the calf ready.
Right, Mum.
Watch it, Rod. All right, nothing to see.
What have you done with my head? What have you done here?
So they know what Lowe's done, yet they're just going to let him go on wandering around the neighbourhood.
Well, when it's your kid, you do what you think's best, don't you?
Well, with the mood out there on the King Hill estate, I shouldn't think Lowe would get very far anyway.
How'd you get on with Mrs. Lord? What did she have to say about Moses Hobbs?
Oh, she sang his praises.
And the incident with her kid? Thanks, Rod.
Moses helped abduct the boy, yet now he seems to be a guru.
He's really got under your skin, hasn't he?
You're not abandoning the idea that Lowe's had a hand in Denny's disappearance, are you, Sarge?
If the lad fails to turn up, then no. But meanwhile, we've got to think where else he might be. And his mother's falling to bits, imagining the worst. You said Moses Hobbs did help to abduct Mrs. Lord's son.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, I'd like to meet this Moses character. I mean, even if he doesn't know where Denny is, he may turn out to be our last line of defence as far as Graham Lowe's concerned. We might need him to get the full truth out of Lowe.
Yep, Carver. Moses Hobbs. Thanks, Kath.
What?
He's downstairs in the front office asking to see me.
Perhaps he wants to be your guru, too.
Detective Sergeant Morgan, this is Moses Hobbs.
Mr. Hobbs.
Yeah. Denny's phoned his mum to let her know he's safe. You'll find him safe and sound at this address.
Is this his father's address?
Yes. We didn't even know his mother had missed him until Mr. Carver here told me.
Yeah, like you didn't know that Graham Lowe was up to his old tricks again, despite all your self-awareness classes.
I was afraid of something like that. Oh, poor Graham. I'd like to see him if that's possible.
Not just yet, I'm afraid.
Anyhow, he doesn't need a load of claptrap telling him what a victim he is.
Oh, so what do you want to do? Lock him up and throw away the key?
Well, that might not be a bad idea.
I thought you just tried that. He's just had 3 years of doing it your way.
It was also 3 years when he was safe from doing any more harm to young boys.
I just listen to people. I don't tell them what to do.
Mr. Hobbs, I'd like a word with you about exactly what activities you and your group are involved in, if you don't mind, please.
Okay.
I'll be with you in a moment. Check with Mrs. Ackland that Denny has phoned her, then let the DI know what's happening.
Right.
I believe you've helped Graham Lowe a lot.
Well, we've made a start. But you don't sort out this kind of stuff in just a few sessions.
No.
It changes nothing, locking someone like him up. It's easy for Graham to hide away in prison feeling sorry for himself. You see, in a way, reoffending's a cop-out. Safe in your cell there, he knows I can't get at him. See, when he sees me coming, he knows it's going to hurt. I tell him, you can run, but you can't hide.
In the event that he's not returned to prison, do you think that he'll continue with his therapy?
Well, he knows he's got a life sentence unless he does.
Hello, Denny. I'm DS Morgan. This is DC Carver from Sun Hill.
You better come in.
It's a long way from the First Division.
You Denny's father?
Yeah?
DS Morgan, DC Carver, Sun Hill.
We've met.
I phoned Mum, just like Moses said I should. Would have got home at the same time as I normally do. I never thought she'd miss me.
Denny's a good lad. He wouldn't go deliberately upsetting anyone.
I never thought this would happen.
It's my fault. I often go and watch him in the morning. He's not a bad little player. In fact, he's the greatest, aren't you?
The only way I'm ever going to get any time with him is to miss school.
Why didn't you just tell your mother?
She doesn't understand.
He would have ended up back in court again. It's hopeless. Oh, you better sit down. I mean, there's only so much you can take.
How does Moses Hobbs fit into all this?
He's ace. He's the only one who listens.
As my sister mentioned the group Moses runs. She tried to get me to go, but I was just out of it. And then when I dropped out of sight, didn't I? So Denny went to him, didn't tell no one, and asked him to find me.
Moses got Dad to stop drinking.
Tracked me down to the club where I hung out. He told me how much Denny had been missing me. And said he could help if I wanted to try and be a real father.
Dad's not going to get into trouble, is he?
Not with us. But it would have saved everybody a lot of trouble if you talked to your mum first.
I mean, I know my dad's been pretty unreliable, but Mum just never listens either. Not like Moses.
Well, maybe you should get Moses to sort out your mum as well.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
You took your time, didn't you? How many left? Only two, Miss Easton and Mr. Williams. They can just confirm the description, then we've got some to go on. All right. All right, that's enough. Come on. Come on. You okay, love?
Well, keep hold of her. I caught her trying to break into my car. I was making a second arrest.
I didn't do anything!
Charlie, you must be losing your touch setting off the alarm. But would you mind turning it off, sir? DC Carver, Sun Hill.
I weren't trying to nick it. Just walked between cars and it went off.
She was trying the doors and then she leant against the window with her elbow. She'd have stuck it in and nicked my phone if I hadn't stopped her.
That's a lie!
Right, are you prepared to say that in court, sir? Good. Come on. Charlene Michelle Green, I'm arresting you for the attempted theft from a motor vehicle. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given evidence. Do you understand?
No, I want to speak to Sergeant Biden.
Well, we'll have to see if the feeling's mutual, won't we?
Sadie, what are you doing here? We've got all the information we need.
What happens if they give him another walkout? Last time when he got out, he was told to stay away from us. A fat lot of good that did. Do you know what he said this morning when he turned up? Reckon he'd come to see if the kids were okay. That he'd heard that Hannah was ill.
And was she?
She's fine. No thanks to him. I couldn't get rid of him, so I called you.
Did he touch you or threaten he was going to?
He just started laughing and poking around the place.
Well, he's trying to intimidate you.
You tell me about it. He's not going to give up, Marika. Not till I drop the case.
Look, Sadie, when you came into the DVU a couple of months back, you were all for pressing charges, and you knew it wouldn't be easy. Are you now telling me you want to back out?
I don't know. Might make things easier.
OK. So you drop the charges, then what? You reckon he won't be straight back round again? Think about it. His trial's only another 2 weeks, then it'll all be behind you. Take her home, Sadie. Leave the rest to us and the magistrates, eh?
Yeah, you're probably right. Come on.
Right.
Bye, Noriko.
Thanks. Not at school, John?
No, well, you know, Mum was a bit shaky this morning after Dad come round.
It's not your job to protect your mum. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sick of the sight of you in here, Charlie. What is it with you and cars?
No, I didn't touch it. I reckon he's got a duff alarm.
Well, I don't think that'll hold much water in court, do you? Sweet 16 and a string of offences as long as your arm. Must be something they're putting in the milk nowadays.
I don't need this, you know. My dad's going to kill me when he gets here.
What do you want to see me about, anyway?
I suppose I had some info.
How do you mean?
Well, just something that might interest you, that's all.
Like to help you, Charlie, but we don't do deals.
Why?
Go on, then. Tell us what you got. And if it goes to court, I'll tell DC Carver to tell him about your good deeds. That's the best I can do.
Well, there's a group of shoplifters, a team of pros. They're coming up from across the river. They'll be working this area over the next couple of days.
Where'd you hear about this?
Just a word, you know.
Did you get anything?
Sounds like we got visitors.
Oh, yeah?
She comes in at peak times, when we're really busy. It's difficult to keep an eye on everyone in the shop then.
I see, and the last time she came in, you say you noticed several items went missing.
Well, my assistant did. Tell you the truth, I didn't think it could be her. Seems such a nice woman. Pleasant, well-mannered.
So what'll she take this time?
More CDs. A couple of designer T-shirts and a top-of-the-range personal CD player. Expensive stuff. This is her.
Police? You didn't mention anything about calling the police?
Company policy, madam. When we challenged her outside, she had these in her bag, all from this shop.
It's a mistake. I must have put them in my bag and forgotten to pay, that's all.
My assistant saw you take them from the counter while I was at the till.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to arrest you for shoplifting. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Just give me the chance to pay.
You still think I'm a wife beater, then?
Up to the courts to decide that, Mr. Hanson.
I'm a bit worried about my missus. No, really, I am. I don't think she's quite right in the head. I mean, if I try and see the kid, she goes crazy. Came at me with a bread knife the last time. I had to knock it out of her hand.
Save it for the magistrate, eh?
You won't believe it till you see it for yourself, will you?
Come.
Perhaps you can explain how these goods came to be in your possession.
I told you. I must have put them in my bag and forgotten to pay.
So you intended to purchase them?
Yes.
How? You didn't have any credit cards on you, and you've only got £15 in your purse. These goods come to £265.
I've got nothing to say.
Right, Charlie, we're releasing you, but you must return on this date, OK? Off you go.
Come on, Charlie. I'm on my way out. I'll see you off the premises.
Cheers.
Stay clear of traffic, eh?
Oh, I will, Sergeant. Promise.
You getting anywhere with her?
No name, no pack drill, Sarge.
2-1 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead, Steve.
129 Steerforth Road, suspected burglary. Informant male anonymous, CAD 1576.
Dave! Is that how they got in?
Hello.
Hi.
We're officers from Sun Hill. Did you break this window?
My mum wasn't home, and she didn't leave a key.
She usually here when you get back from school? What about your dad? Where's he?
At work. I left him a message.
You got any brothers or sisters? I think we better come in, eh?
smart. Is this yours?
Yeah,
Very nice. I wouldn't mind one of these for my birthday.
wasn't a birthday present. My dad got me it.
Well, it's very nice. It's great. Must have set him back a few bob. Did he get you this as well?
No, my mum did. I never use it. I told her what I really want's one of them micro systems. My dad's going to get me one instead. But I have to keep it at his house.
What, your mum and dad separated, are they?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ricky Drayden.
This your mum, Ricky?
Yeah.
How long you lived here then?
A few months. Used to live in Gladstone Gardens with my dad until Mum split us up and we had to come here.
Well, it's not that bad. You just need time to settle in, that's all. Are they all yours as well?
Yeah.
You got a friend or neighbour you could go round to till we can contact your mum then?
Don't really know anyone here.
You got any homework, Ricky?
Yeah.
Go and get it then, eh?
Okay.
He's a lucky lad. Some of this stuff's worth a small fortune.
Yeah, if it's paid for.
How do you mean?
Well, I can't be 100%, but I reckon Polly nicked his mum for shoplifting this afternoon.
Ricky Drayden mean anything to you?
Ricky, what's happened to him? Is he all right?
He's fine. An officer's taking care of him until you're released. So you are Elizabeth?
Liz Drayden, his mother, yes.
And your address is 129 Steerforth Road? OK, Mrs Drayden. We're going to take you to your house and search the premises for stolen goods.
I can't believe this is happening.
Would you please stand, Mr. Hanson?
Mr. Hanson, I have listened to what has been said here this afternoon, and I'm prepared to accept that you are worried about your child and that you have shown remorse for your behaviour. I'm therefore going to release you again on bail on condition that you continue to reside at the Aylsham Bail Hostel. But, and you must not take this warning lightly, if you breach the conditions of your bail again or go anywhere near your wife, you will not be so fortunate a second time. Do you understand me, Mr. Hanson?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good. You may go.
All rise.
So how do I explain this to his wife and kids?
But you're worrying too much, Noriko. I reckon this old lady can give as good as she gets.
Oh, really? That's your expert opinion, is it? John?
It's bad news, isn't it?
The magistrate decided to give him another chance. I thought I'd better let you know myself. Busy, John?
Council still ain't repaired it from last time. Reckon they think it's a waste of time. I don't believe it. Do I have to be in hospital again before they lock him up?
Oh, come on, Sadie, don't lose it now. If it's any consolation, he's been given a stiff warning. If he comes near you again, he'll be banged up immediately.
And in the meantime, me and the kids live in fear of him turning up again.
I'm sorry. We did our best. You did know it could go either way.
Yeah.
Sadie, how do you feel about me arranging a place of safety for you and the kids? It'll just be for a bit. Until the court case is over with.
I don't want to run anymore. Drag the kids around from pillar to post. We just want to lead a normal life.
Miss.
You said you'd look after her. Suppose my dad comes round again. I'm scared what might happen.
If he does, she only has to call us. I mean, it'd be stupid to try anything after today.
You think that's going to stop him? I bet she hasn't told you what he does to her.
I've seen the bruises, John.
Yeah, but it's not that. He winds her up. You know what I mean?
I know, John, I know.
Yeah, but he really knows how to talk, my dad. Get her going, you know. He tells her she's stupid, useless. He laughs at her. And then she goes mad.
How do you mean?
You saw that door? My dad never smashed that. It was my mum.
I shouldn't think your mum will be much longer now.
Where is she then? She's been gone ages.
The thing is, Ricky, that your mum's down at the police station. And she might have some information that could help us.
What sort of information?
Well, you see all your things here. There's been some like it stolen recently.
Stolen?
Ricky.
Mum, what's happening?
It's nothing for you to worry about, Ricky.
Dave.
Ricky, got a football?
Yeah.
Go and get it, yeah?
Mrs. Drayden, can you show me receipts for these items?
No.
How long have you had this? Can you remember how much you paid for it?
No.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not satisfied with your answers. I suspect these goods are stolen.
What about Ricky? I can't leave him here on his own.
Oh, isn't there a neighbour he could go to?
I don't know any of the neighbours.
What about his dad?
He'll be at work. Anyway, I don't want him involved.
Right, looks like one of us have to stay with him till we can sort something out, eh?
Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Ricky, come on.
Mum, what are they doing with my things?
It's all right, Ricky.
No, it's not all right. I'm going to tell my dad.
Ricky.
You nicked them.
Ricky, come on.
No.
Hey, Jim, isn't that young Charlene coming out of the pub? I thought she was still down the nick.
She was. She's just been released. Yep, that's her, all right.
Recognise who she's with?
No, but she's not selling homemade cakes, is she? Come on. Hey!
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know what's up with your mates. I've only come across for a chat.
You on self-destruct or what?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on, Phil. Look, I just saw you handing some gear to your mate.
I never. Got it wrong.
Well, we'll soon see. Tosh has just nicked him.
Oh, I don't want to get in trouble again, Mr. Carver. Oh, please give me a break. Can't we sort something out?
Well, I don't know, Charlie. That's up to you. Now, these shoplifters you were telling Sergeant Boyden about,
All right, they're going for mobile phones, stuff like that.
what do they look like?
A man and a woman, they're quite sharp.
I lost him in the precinct. All right, Charlie. How off it?
I thought if you didn't have my name and address, you'd probably let me off with a warning. Couldn't you still do that?
I'm sorry, I really couldn't say. It's up to the custody sergeant whether you're charged or not.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to lose Ricky if my husband finds out about this.
Why should you lose him?
Stephen's applied for custody. He runs a small business, heating and ventilating. Makes a good living. He could give Ricky a nice home. A new family.
But Ricky wouldn't want to leave you. You're his mum.
He hates that little house. It was what I could afford after the split. I don't work. I'm not really qualified for anything.
He pays maintenance, though.
Oh, yes. It's not too bad. I can pay the bills if I'm careful. I never really had to think about it before. I even saved up enough money to buy Ricky a new coat for school. And then his dad turns up with another flashy present. Ricky never even tried the coat on.
So you mean you stole these things to try and keep your son?
Yes. Looks like I've given them both what they want, doesn't it?
Yeah, I reckon it's them, Jim. We might need some backup. OK, Tosh, I'll get it sorted.
It was easy at first. When Ricky went to school, I'd just go out and steal one or two small things. But he was never satisfied.
Last one.
He always wanted the latest model, the newest craze. was beginning to get recognised in the shops.
Take a seat. So why didn't you stop?
Ricky blames me for the separation. I can't tell him his dad dumped us for someone else.
Mrs. Drayden, I just need to take your picture. If you could just look up at the X. That's it.
Backup's on its way, Tosh.
Cheers. They're leaving the shop now.
Hang on, Jim, that's Charlie. She's following them out. Did she clock you?
Don't think so, no. What's she up to?
Let's find out, shall we?
Thanks for looking after him.
Oh, it's no problem. I'll be off then. Bye, Ricky.
Stephen?
Ricky left a message. What's happening?
Dad, Mum's been shoplifting. They've taken all my stuff away.
Be quiet, Ricky.
Shoplifting? You're joking. Mr. Drayden, I really What kind of example is that to set a kid?
You didn't keep buying him presents all the time.
Buying him presents? What are you talking about? He's my son. Why shouldn't I buy him things?
I told you before.
Dad, she's useless.
I wonder what's going on.
I just can't keep up with it.
All right, look. I really think your wife can explain everything, given the chance. Perhaps in private, yeah?
Escape from lines. Suspects in lift. Approaching floor 3.
On the way, Tosh.
Poor little devil. He's going to love seeing his mum in court.
Sierra Oscar 2-1 receiving. Go ahead, Steve.
31 Epsom Street, disturbance. This address is flagged by the DVU. Family name Hanson.
Conway, could you inform Narika?
I'm in position, Tosh. Suspects approaching car. On my way up, Jim.
We're covering the ramp on the floor below, Jim.
Receive, lad.
Oh, Sergeant Boyden should be well pleased with this little lot.
Not too pleased to see Charlie, though.
Suspects approaching ramp. All units, go, go, go!
I'm arresting you for theft. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
I wish to notify a solicitor of my arrest. I wish to apply for legal aid. Nothing further to say until I've spoken to a solicitor.
Yes, very clued up. Pity you weren't as smart when you picked your team. What on earth are you playing at, Charlie?
You know me, Mr. Lyons. Got a big mouth.
All right, lads. Let's have them away. Come on.
Look at the state of this.
Hang on, dude. Hanson?
It was an accident.
Dave. Sierra Oscar from 487. Ambulance required. Man unconscious, 31 Epsom Street. He's still with us. Just.
Sadie, where is she?
She's through there.
Where are the kids?
I'll go and have a look upstairs. What's going on? Was your mum trying to defend herself?
No!
She's in a bit of a state. It's probably best if you can tell me as much as you can.
She didn't do it. It was me. Dad turned up again. Started winding her up. He said that the court didn't believe what she said. He said that no one would believe her because she was so stupid. He does her head in, you know.
What happened?
In the end, she went for him. He knew she would. I thought they were going to kill each other. I just wanted them to stop. I still had the screwdriver in my pocket. Dad tried to take it off me and I...
John, I'd like you to come down to the station with us so we can talk about this, OK?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John. I couldn't stop myself.
No. Neither could I.
Sloppy paperwork. Late 7 times. We both know that means the truer figure's closer to 24.
I don't follow your logic, sir.
Don't be smart, Bevis. You're a probationer. Sergeant Keegan will have bent over backwards to give you a clean sheet.
Yes, sir.
On 4 occasions you missed parade altogether. Alarm clocks too technical, are they? Maybe you should have done a science degree.
There were reasons, sir.
Not reasons, excuses.
You about ready to check the prisoners?
What's the rush?
Alex, Matt.
Huh?
Push off early. Tomorrow's Saturday.
How come you managed to screw a Saturday off?
It's not what you know. Wife's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Got to play a bit clever on that front, didn't you?
It's pretty quiet. Got rid of the last bucket of mop job half an hour ago. Fighting. With this one.
Is that slut still here?
Just shut it.
Looks a bit young.
Swears blind she's 18. That's me, it's jailbait.
Well, you could have checked.
What, and waste half the morning? It's not as if we're going to charge them.
What am I supposed to do with them?
Let them cool off, slap the backsides, chuck them out. Think you can manage that?
It's entirely up to you how much you pledge, sir. That most people have gone with the pound, the mile. Thank you, Mr. Brownlow. Very generous, sir. You wouldn't happen to know if Chief Inspector Cato's in this...
You're talented, able. Sergeant Keegan reckons when you put yourself out, you're very popular on the relief.
Thank you, sir.
But this isn't a part-time job. Something you can do when you feel inclined.
Sir.
Nobody expects you to get everything right straight away. That's what the probationary period's about. But what we do expect is attitude.
Sir.
Equally, it gives us time to sort the wheat from the chaff. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. No one said it was going to be easy. That's why we rely on being professional, disciplined.
Is that right, sir? We're all professional, are we?
Meaning?
Meaning maybe my report can be read in 2 ways. Maybe it says more about Sergeant Keegan than it says about me.
In what way?
Well, if you want to know why I got such a lousy report, perhaps you ought to ask him. Ask him what little extras he wants late at night, tucked up in a panda.
What are you saying, Bevis?
I'm not saying, I'm asking, sir. Trying to get your leg over? That's professional behaviour, is it?
Hollis, go! Shut the door, sit down.
I can't help you.
Why not? It was our officers picked you off the floor, Dean. You were the one getting your face altered. Who did it? What was it, an aggrieved punter? An argument over territory? Well, it certainly wasn't about cash, was it?
What do I need territory for?
You're a pimp, Dean.
Says who?
My information says that you specialise in young girls. Straight off the train at King's Cross. Easier to scare, are they?
I am not running any girls.
So who attacked you then? I've got a witness, Dean. Says he saw a beige Nissan speeding away. 2 aerials. What's that, a minicab? Mean anything to you?
Perhaps he was looking for a fare.
You spend much more time listening to keyholes where you'll get rusty ears.
No, that was a bit difficult not to hear. Bevis was giving Cato a right ear bashing.
You're putting 2 and 2 together and making 12 again, Reg.
I don't know. Keegan's not exactly immune to wandering and trouble, is he?
And you wouldn't kick Karen out of bed?
What?
She's a looker, Polly. If Keegan's getting a piece of it, good luck to him.
Forget it, Polly. He's on a wind-up.
Yeah, well, it's putting temptation in your way, isn't it?
Not a probationer's in his charge, so she's fair game, is she?
You said it.
Going OTS is hardly a criminal offence.
Yeah, that's right, isn't it, June?
Why not wait until we know the facts before we lynch him, eh?
Nah, lynch him first, ask questions later. It's more fun.
Afternoon.
You didn't come straight out. That's not how it's done, is it, sir?
But Sergeant Keegan gave you the impression that a good report was dependent upon your consenting.
Not even consenting. Just not saying no.
WPC Bevis, you're making serious allegations. I need to know what actions you want to take. If we go to the grievance procedure, it could result in disciplinary action against Sergeant Keegan. Is there any way you could have misread the signals?
I'm not imagining it. It's my career up for grabs as well, sir.
June,
Sarge?
what's the excitement?
Oh, it's just a couple of the lads mouthing off, you know.
About? Look, if something's causing ructions with the relief, I think I ought to know about it.
It's not this relief, Sarge, it's B relief. The rumour has it that Karen Bevis has put in a complaint against Sergeant Keegan. Harassment.
I see.
I mean, it's still gossip. It'll probably just fizzle out.
You reckon?
Well, either way, couldn't happen to a nicer bloke.
Dean Cochrane. Assault, unlawful imprisonment, procuring. 5 complaints in the last 8 months.
But nothing that sticks.
No. Statements withdrawn. 1 minute the girls are showing me their scars, and next they're back with Cochrane, all sweetness and light.
Well, that's par for the course, Alistair.
All I need is for one of the girls to stick to her story. Give me some leverage with the others.
What about the assault on Cochrane?
He doesn't want to bring a complaint. Won't say who hit him.
Well, there's no crime, then.
Yeah, right. Got a bit edgy when I mentioned the car, though.
What car?
Witness reported a beige Nissan Stanza at the scene of the attack. Reckoned it was a minicab.
Any description of the driver?
Yeah, Asian, early 40s, anorak and glasses.
She does realise the sort of grief this could lead her into, does she?
I couldn't say so.
Well, perhaps somebody should enlighten her, Philip.
Yes, sir.
What about Keegan?
I'm about to have a word with him.
Yes, you do that. I want Keegan to clearly understand I will not tolerate that sort of behaviour in my station.
Only jumping the gun, sir. Innocent until proven guilty.
Unless you're wearing a uniform. He's put the years in, he knows that.
Go easy, that's all I'm saying, Ray. You've been Sergeant's Fed rep for 5 minutes, that's all.
Yeah, but if it goes to disciplinary...
We don't know that it will. It's all new procedures.
I just want to get ahead of the game, Bob.
Well, that's fine. But maybe this is something that could be sorted with a quiet word. And you go charging in there, waving the Fed flag, and it could have the opposite effect. And anyway, you've got to think about yourself.
How do you mean?
Well, this is your nick, Ray. You've got to work here afterwards. And you have to decide how far you're going to push this thing for Len Keegan.
Getting the reliefs back up, you mean?
That's worth a thought.
Yeah.
This is a joke. Dragged out my car, told to hang around for half an hour. Now the old man wants to see me. You and all, Ray. Must rattle this cage.
All right, Annie, see her off.
I suppose I wanted to say something. Report it.
Front office, love, they'll sort it.
It's about my boyfriend. There's someone out to get him, see. Wants to hurt him bad.
Why is that? What's your boyfriend's name?
Dean. Dean Cochrane.
I never touched her, sir.
No? She's an attractive young lady.
No way. It's the name of the game, isn't it? Look but don't touch.
So you fancied her?
That's not what he said, sir.
Karen Bevis is a graduate. Isn't that right?
Sir? Sociology.
That's useful. She's still marked down for great things, though. Fast-track promotion.
So?
So, there you are. Puppy walking a fast-track plonk. Making sure she doesn't tread on anything nasty. And a few years down the line, you're going to have to be calling her mom.
I can cope with that, sir. I don't have to like it, but it doesn't get in the way of me doing the job.
Really?
I could have given her a good report, yeah. But it'd have been lies, sir. A cover-up.
Oh, so she's a write-off, is that what you're saying?
Karen's just not cutting it, sir.
So why spend so much time with her? Smacks of association.
I still think she could do it. Be a good copper, I mean. Just needs to give herself a chance, that's all.
You're the man to teach her.
Boyfriend? Who's she kidding? Dean Cochrane's a pimp.
Maybe Jackie doesn't know the difference yet.
So who she say is out to get Cochrane?
Some minicab driver. Won't give a name, won't say what it's about. But it seems genuine enough.
Well, she's got a good cause, Matt. Just a bit slow off the mark, that's all. Cochrane's in St Hugh's. Major repair work to his face and ribs.
Right, carry on.
Sir.
Ray?
Sir?
Door. Not doing himself too many favours. What do you think?
There's not a lot I can do, sir. Until the complaint's made official. If it gets that far.
Keep your head down. Hope it blows over.
Something like that. Off the record, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm not sold. I'll give Keegan backup, but it doesn't mean I have to believe him.
Thanks for letting me know.
Sir?
It's just that I've always wondered what the Fed was for. A freebie sergeant's meeting every 3 months, isn't that it? A session with the lads.
No, sir. But I don't see it's my job to bust a gut for someone like Keegan.
Oh, is that right? I'll remember that when the first accusation comes your way.
Can I ask you a question, sir? What was I doing here? Sergeant Keegan's got no need for representation.
Maybe I was hoping you'd talk some sense into him. Maybe I'm trying to confront this as a partnership, Ray.
If I bring a grouse to you, overtime, manning up or whatever, it's nothing I can do, Ray. Leave it to the management, Ray. And now all of a sudden we're a partnership.
One of your fellow sergeants has been accused by a WPC. And whether we like to admit it or not, that means he's as good as damned straight away.
He'll get a chance to defend himself.
Oh, will he? I don't think so. A female officer accusing one of the blokes. No. Fact, Ray. He can't win.
I just got to get money, that's all. How else are we supposed to live? Dean won't sign on. Says it's not right.
But Dean looks after the money, doesn't he? And he sets you up with punters.
No. I'm not saying nothing against him.
He's your punts, Jackie.
That's insulting.
Well, you tell me then.
He's nice, sweet.
Sometimes.
Lots of times.
Tell me about the girl you were fighting. Is Dean nice to her too?
Yeah.
So he lied to you. Said that you were special.
Yeah.
Can't have been nice to find out there were other girls. All of them special too.
Made me angry.
Of course it did. Tell me about the minicab driver, Jackie.
Just takes us to the punters' hotels, waits outside, does what he's told.
So why is this driver after Dean then, Jackie? Doesn't he like what you're doing?
It's not that. He doesn't. But it ain't that.
What then?
I told him about Dean hitting me and things. I just wanted to get my own back on Dean. I didn't think anything had come of it.
Joke, innit? Some little scrot off the street would be treated better than this.
Hey, count your blessings. You haven't been handed the 163 yet.
Oh, good as. Half the Nick's got me down as guilty already.
But only half. I've heard they're offering odds of 10 to 1 on. Well, are you?
What?
I'm asking you what you want me to believe, Len. If you're telling me that Karen Bev has dreamt the whole thing up, that she's got a grudge or something, then fair enough.
Why not?
Because it won't stand up. Then it's not up to me, is it?
Cheers, Ray. Thanks a lot.
Look, a lot of people round here think you're well overdue. They won't be shedding any tears. If you want me to help you, then you've got to start giving me something.
It's not like she said, Ray. It's nothing.
I've been asking around, Len. 2 months ago, another complaint.
That was withdrawn.
Night shout, furniture store, suspects on. Keyholder arrives back to find you and Karen Bevis doing quality control on some rolls of carpet. Was that nothing as well?
She set the driver up, sir. Played for sympathy. My pimp's beating me up stuff. Seems the driver's got a soft spot for her.
So he goes hurtling round to have a go at Cochrane. We told her yet?
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's some more news for her. Cochrane's just discharged himself from St Hugh's.
You are?
So we better find that cab driver before Cochrane does. Before we've got another murder on our hands.
You're telling me that Karen was a willing party?
We both knew it meant nothing. I'm married. It was a giggle, that's all.
Oh, so it's been going on for a while.
I didn't force myself on her. She came back for more often enough.
No pressure.
Well, if anybody wanted out, it was me. You know I'm on, like, a suspended at home. I couldn't afford for it to get heavy.
So that's what her bad report was. An easy way to get her off your back.
Just started telling the truth, that's all.
Come on.
Out. Now.
Well, he was messing about with her.
Well, not in the way she's putting it over, no, sir. It's been going on for a couple of months. She's never complained before.
And you think that's acceptable, do you?
I'm not condoning anything, sir, but I don't think it's a disciplinary matter.
No?
No, sir.
I'll bear that in mind.
Do we have to? It's like when someone's died. You never know what to say, do you?
Do you mind? So how's it going then?
Oh, fine. Sorry. I suppose the word's got around.
Well, you know what it's like.
What do you think I should do, June?
Look, it's not my decision. I'm sorry.
Left it a bit late for advice, Karen.
How do you mean?
Well, harm's done, isn't it? You should have sorted it out yourself, not gone running upstairs.
Polly?
Well, it's true, though. Just give some ammunition. All those blokes who think Plonk's are second-class coppers.
Well, what else was I supposed to do?
I don't know. Not this, though. This just makes it look bad for the rest of us.
Where's Dean, Jackie? My guess is he's after the driver. Revenge.
Dean won't bother. He won't go after that wimp.
Well, that wimp cared about you, Jackie. Enough to put himself in danger.
Never asked him to. Kept on like we were friends or something, poking his nose in. I'm not his daughter or nothing.
No.
Dean ain't gonna hurt him. He's not violent.
You told us yourself.
Only sometimes. When I do things wrong. When I deserve it.
It's not just you, Jackie. I've talked to other girls. Been to hospital with them. It's only a matter of time before he kills someone.
No.
You don't like prostituting yourself, do you? What happens when you've had enough? You won't be able to get rid of him. He'll come after you.
I love him.
Tell me the name of the minicab driver, Jackie.
He's a packy. Mr. Arner. Said if ever I was in trouble to give him a ring.
What's this, sir?
Notes for guidance. The grievance procedure. Take them home, have a read.
Sir?
I'm agreeing with you, Bevis. You've got a case. Sergeant Keegan displayed unprofessional behaviour towards you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Tomorrow, 9 o'clock. We'll get the paperwork done.
What happens then, sir?
Chief Superintendent Brownlow will see a copy of your complaint, as will the Equal Opportunities Unit. Possibly the DAC. It'll be their decision whether to initiate disciplinary proceedings against Sergeant Keegan.
Surely it's my decision, sir. I mean, how far I want to go.
Not if it's a serious disciplinary offence, no. Unless you're saying you don't want to proceed.
No.
Fine, tomorrow then.
What about Sergeant Keegan, sir?
The service won't tolerate sexual harassment, Karen. We're looking at a dismissible offence.
Sacked, you mean? I never meant it to go this far.
How far did you mean it to go? Teach him a lesson, was that it?
He was in the wrong, sir. He used the stripes.
And you?
You think I encouraged him?
You tell me.
All I ever did was try to fit in.
Try to be one of the lads. It's not always that easy, though, is it? You hang around with them, Karen. Have a drink with them, all quite innocent.
Well, why shouldn't I? I just thought I was staying in with them. Len saw it as something else, that I was available.
By which time you were too far in to say no. Go away. Have a think.
I have, sir.
Mr. Rana, or is that my pickup? You just missed him. OK, Charlie, thanks.
Who is he collecting?
A girl, Jackie Toohey. She rang about 10 minutes ago.
I doubt it. She's still down at the station. Cochran. Yeah, he would have got one of the other girls to ring in.
She asked for Mr. Rana specifically. Said he always drives her.
Where was the pickup from?
Hotel. One of the grotty ones. Only hotel.
Look, can you contact Mr. Rana? Tell him not to make the pickup. It's extremely urgent.
I can't do that. His radio's dead, has been for days.
Don't know why you're in a strop.
Oh, can you believe that? He didn't even look.
Be honest, if Keegan had tried it on with you, you'd have sorted it.
Well, it still doesn't make my way right and hers wrong.
All units from Sierra Oscar.
Well, maybe it's my way that makes the blokes think they can get away with it.
Attention call to a beige Nissan Stanza.
Drivers are Mr. Rana. It's a minicab. CID want him intercepted before he reaches the Home Lee Hotel.
Sierra Oscar from 85.
Go ahead, Polly.
I think it's just cut us up, Sarge. Heading east down Jarrow Road. We're turning now.
They'll have to go some, Sarge. Oak Road cuts off Jarrow Road. The hotel's just over the roundabout.
What units have we got free?
The RT car's in the area, sir.
Right, we'll get them down there and give Polly and June some backup.
Sierra Oscar from 85.
Go ahead, Polly.
Yeah, we found the minicab, Sarge.
Hey, Polly! Mr. Rana? Mr. Rana? Can you hear me?
Sierra Oscar from 85. We're going to need an ambulance at the hotel, Sarge. Oi! Oi, mate, come on. June, there's no way out. Round that way.
Right, stay right where you are. Now put that down. Come on.
Come on, mate. Just calm down.
All right, come on. Just keep this nice and calm, eh? Keep it calm. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Come on.
Oi!
I was lying.
And that's it. A slag changes a story and I'm supposed to be happy?
No. Grateful, maybe. She could have buried you.
I don't owe her a thing. She tried to stitch me.
And she didn't have good reasons. Bailing you out cost her.
So? I'm grateful, Ray. I'll do the same for you one day.
No, you won't. I don't know why Cato bothered.
Expediency, Ray. He needs sharp-end coppers. And he's honest enough to admit it.
Just do us both a favour. Get out of here.
You what?
Just do it.
Yeah, you did well.
How about you? Have you come to a decision yet?
More or less. Have to serve out a month, of course.
Look, there's still time to change your mind, you know. You could ask for a transfer to another relief, another Nick even.
Why should I? Be like I was the one in the wrong, wouldn't it? No, I'm better off out of it altogether.
Worth sleeping on.
Maybe. No. Who needs the aggro, eh, June?
I don't smell the scent of victory, Ray.
Oh, you surprised, sir?
Intrigued, that's all. Doubt if Sergeant Keegan shares your misgivings.
That's one way of putting it. He's probably over the road now, sir. Getting him in.
Yeah, well, I hope he does save at the moment. It won't happen again.
Sir?
I don't like losing young officers, Ray. Leaves a taste.
I'd agree with that one.
Keegan should get a lock on this. He's going to be needing it for a while yet. He's going nowhere, Ray. Not in this, Nick. Not if I have anything to